All right, let's try this again. Let's try this shit again. All right, we're gonna try this shit again. See if this shit works. See if it works. All right, looks like it's a little bit better. All right. All right, shit looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better. I think we good now. What's popping? I think we good now. We good. Everything good? Everything cool? Everything is working like how it's supposed to work. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out Job, D Drunk, Big Stain in the building. What's good, fam? Justin Bing. Justin was early. Every time I'm looking good, huh? What's going on? Sydney Walker, 78, Handsome Bachelor Lifestyle. Fury OG was good, or Fire OG was good. Was Poppin' Podcast was good, bro. So make sure you guys get the likes up. Also, make sure you guys hit that donate button. I'm about to put in the chat. And remember, guys, make sure you get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get your copy of this book today. Make sure you guys get this shit popping today. You feel what I'm saying? Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy. You feel what I'm saying? BT Platinum 23 in the building. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? What's the deal? Yeah, last night, me, Steve the Dean, and Kay Zagan was going in. You understand? We was going the fuck in. So today I wanted to talk about how your girl belongs to the game. You understand what I'm saying? Your girl belongs to the game. Now, what made me think about doing this video is I saw this meme going around with Joe Budden on it. Let me see if I can find the meme. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the meme. And I saw my dude Afi. Shout out to my dude Afi Kingdom. He posted up some shit earlier. I think he posted up the meme. Right. So I'll show you the meme, and it says if a nigga can take your girl, he's doing you a favor. Right. So this is the meme right here with Joe Budden. And so I think Joe Budden said this, right? It said, if a nigga could take your girl, he's doing you a favor. He's doing you a favor, right? So that's the meme right there. So I'm reading the meme, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I don't think guys understand that your girl belongs to the game. You understand what I'm saying? Your girl belongs to the game. So what does that mean when I say your girl belongs to the game? That means that you don't own a chick. You understand what I'm saying? You don't own the chicks. Right? So the thing is, a dude can't necessarily take your girl. Because if even, we talk about your girl, she's, it's not really yours and you're not really hers. You understand? So the girl don't belong to you in the first place, so there's really nothing to take. Who is this dude, Daniel E. trolling? Let me block this guy already. He needs to be blocked because he's trolling, and we about to spit this heavy game. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to understand that you don't own the chick, right? You're just spending time with her, just like she's spending time with you. Right? So a dude can't really take your shit when it's not really your shit. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of dudes, they get this idea that, if you're in a relationship or you're in a monogamous relationship, that still means that everything else is, you're shielded from all the other shit. You understand? See, MGTOW English, he's living in an illusion. He said, Lucario, the women you get belong to the game, not the women that I get. And see, that brings me to a point. MGTOW English, the women you get, I can get them. You understand that? The women you get, I can get them. That's what that meaning, that if you are fucking with a chick, I can talk to the girl you're fucking with and have sex with her. Right? And if a dude's game is tight, he can get that girl to leave you. This is what I mean by the girl belongs to the game. You understand? So you're saying, so you can get my girlfriend. Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You understand? Shout out to my dude K Sagan 20 in the chat. That's exactly what I'm saying. See, a lot of you guys think that because you have a girlfriend, that shields you from your girl cheating, another dude getting at your girl fucking with another dude. That doesn't do anything. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't do anything. Because the thing you got to understand is that your girl can leave you at any time, just like you can leave your girl at any time. You understand? And yes, another man can get her. He can get her. This is why your girl belongs to the game. See, the problem is dudes, this is the problem with the game. A lot of dudes think they're special, or they think that their girl is special. They're like, not my girl. My girl wouldn't do that. Yes, your girl would. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, your girl would. See, I'm not delusional. So that means that, I understand that my wife, my girlfriend, any other chick that I'm dealing with, it could be over at any time. And vice versa. I can be like, you know what? I wake up one morning and be like, yo, you know what? I'm not feeling this right now. And then I could be gone at any time. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all be under the illusion or thinking that because your girl loves you and because, you have a good relationship and all this other stuff, that none of this stuff can occur. You understand? But you have to understand that your girl belongs to the game, period. Because look, this is the thing, because dudes will think this, they'll be like, well, my girl's not that type of girl who will step out on me, right? Now, what happens is this. Just because, let's say, for example, I meet your girl at a party, right? Let's say, for example, I meet a girl at a party. Louise, you said, can MGTOW English get your wife? I don't think he could, because I don't think his game is on point to be able to do that. But if his game was on point, maybe he could. But what was I trying to say again? Oh, so let's say, you're at a party or whatever, right? And a guy meets your girl, right? And he's trying to holler at her. He's trying to get with her. But she may turn him down and she may say, you know what? I can't do that. I love my man. He's so special to me. I would never cheat on him. No, I can't give you my number and yada, yada, yada. Right? And so you're thinking, you see, I got me a good chick. She's not going to cheat on me. See, that guy tried to get with her and she turned him down. She didn't give him the number, whatever. Right? Now, she turned him down. That don't mean she's going to turn that other guy down. You understand what I'm saying? So just because one particular guy didn't get at it doesn't mean another guy can't get at it. You understand? It just depends on where your girl's head is at and how attracted she is to that guy and what's specifically happening in that moment. You understand? This is what guys got to understand. So when dudes is talking about, well, if a guy took your girl, he did you a favor. I mean, the only favor he did you was to remind you that your girl belongs to the game. You understand what I'm saying? That's the favor he did you. He did you a favor to remind you that your girl belongs to the game. You understand? See, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys some shit that I used to do just for fun. Just for fun. This is what I used to do for fun. What I used to do for fun is I used to specifically try to fuck with women who have boyfriends or husbands just for fun. Just for fun. I would fuck with chicks who had boyfriends or husbands just for fun. Now, I do not suggest you guys do that because that could be dangerous in certain situations. My dude EO in the chat was popping, bro. MGTOW English, you said any woman who sleeps with around with a lot of men can be taken easily, but a woman mine who has a strict upbringing won't. See, MGTOW English, man, bruh. I'm just letting you know, MGTOW English, when you get played, I'm here for you to you can cry on my shoulder, bro. You can cry on my shoulder. I'm just letting you know. I'm extending my shoulder for you to cry on because I'm telling you. This dude talking about, well, my woman wouldn't do that because she had a strict upbringing. Bro, that don't mean shit. Your girl belongs to the game. This is what y'all don't get. See, understand, let's say if a woman lives a monogamous lifestyle, meaning well, technically monogamy is one partner for your life. But let's say she's a serial monogamous, meaning she only dates one person at a time, right? What's going to happen is she'll end up cheating on you and then leaving you for the other guy because she only dates one person at a time. You understand? But just understand that when you're out here, dealing with these chicks, you gotta never forget that they belong to the game. They belong to the game. So when you start to think that you own the chick, that's when you're done. That's when your whole this is where all the frustration comes in. This is where all the anxiety comes in from you thinking you own the chick. You understand? So that's the thing you got to understand. And see, this is what you got to say. There's situations, right, where your girl is going to, I say your girl, right? My dude Afi in the building was popping. There's situations where your girl is going to be near or in a vicinity or in a circumstance with another dude. And based off of that moment, based off of what happened between you and her within that day or week, can cause her to want to fuck with another guy. So let's say you had gotten into an argument with your girl, she pissed off about you, pissed off about it or whatever. She goes out with her girlfriends, another dude's giving her attention. And because she wants to get revenge on you, she's going to fuck with that guy. You understand? And this is how shit happens most of the time in certain, where there's a situation or a circumstance that causes shit to go down that way. You understand? So what happens is that you have to understand that when you're dealing with a woman, right, she belongs to the game. And so in essence, what you have to understand is she is only loyal. She's loyal to herself first. I'm going to say that again. Any chick you're dealing with is loyal to herself first. So what does that mean? That means that she's always going to do what's in her best interest first. She's not thinking about you. The only reason you're even with the girl is because you are in her best interest at the moment. You understand what I'm saying? You are literally in the woman's best interest at the moment, which is why you're fucking with her. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you're fucking with her. Now, what up, Joe Blast was popping. Now what happens is that when another situation is in her best interest, that's where she goes to. This is where dudes be crying about hypergamy and all that other shit and chicks monkey branching and all this other stuff. right? So once the chick finds something else that's in her best interest, that's where she goes. That's the direction. You understand? Hold on, I want MGTOW English to call up. MGTOW English, I want you to call up. I want you to call up 646-481-3901. I want MGTOW English to call up. Because I you know, I should make a t-shirt that says, not my girl. Oh, man. Oh, Johnny said, have you ever had a chick ask you, hold on, let me see what this is. Hold on. You. What happened? What's going on with these phone lines? What's going on with these phone lines? Hold on. Let me redo the Skype. Hold on. Let me redo the Skype. Because the Skype be acting kind of funny. Let's redo the Skype. Hold on. Let me redo the Skype. I'm gonna reopen the Skype. Let me reopen the Skype so we can get it cracking. Let me redo the Skype. All right, let me double check. Let me double check the Skype real quick. Okay, we got people calling in. Hold on. Yo, what's popping? Who this? You.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Chilling. What's going on?
Yeah. So I was having a question about not related to the topic you're talking about, but the online dating stuff.
Okay.
I went and got some professional photos for my Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. Those are the three I use. And I've been getting a lot more matches on the Tinder. The other two. But my question was about how to transition over to social network and such like Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Like I'm on the Bad Boy membership and I listen to your how to upgrade your online program. You said that on Instagram and stuff to if y'all have a mutual friend and stuff like that, contact to contact him about that, or if you don't have it, to say something about the picture or something like that, right? So my thing is, my first message is I like for it to be a very direct message. Okay, so like it's nothing special, but basically it would be something like, "Hey, Ann, what's up? We should exchange phone numbers and have a FaceTime date." You know what I'm saying? You seem cool when you free to talk.
And you say you do that on Facebook?
On my Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. That's my.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. All right. Yeah. And what's happened?
But on the online dating site, I mean, not on the social media site, you said you got to come at it a little bit differently. And most of the pictures on my Instagram explore pages of chicks usually be chicks who are like in like sexy photos, ass pics, you know what I'm saying, lingerie, stuff like that. And it's really nothing else in the picture to go off of other than how sexy she is. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, why not just send the same message that I do on Tinder, on use it for Instagram and Facebook? What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, did you listen to the program I had on how to get girls on social media?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing. My Instagram, I'm not sure if it's up to par. If you have time, you can check it out real quick. But I'm not sure if it's exactly up to par to catch eyes like that. You feel
well, that's part of it though. You see what I'm saying? But this is what I'll say. The reason why you don't necessarily just straight up you know, hit a chick up on Instagram or Facebook, a random chick, and be like, hey, what's up? Let me get your number and let's hang out and talk, right? Is because it's a different context. So it's not to say that that can't ever work, but what I'm saying is that you're going to have less success because of the actual context of which you're trying to make something happen. So on an online dating site, y'all are both on the same page because we're on a dating site. You understand what I'm saying? Like if we match, it's known that we're trying to get together to date. When you hit up a random girl on Facebook and you say, hey, what's up? Let me get your number. She's like, who the fuck is this guy? You understand what I'm saying?
So like, yeah, my question is like, basically what I'm having trouble is finding something else in the photo or whatever that, you know what I'm saying, I could move the conversation. Can you give me some tips on, you know, how to do that? Especially when it's like just the chick, she only has sexy like pictures. There's not really much else to go off of than.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask. Well, again, wait. Did you listen to the program? This How to Get Chicks on Social Media?
Yes.
You listened to that program?
Yes.
Okay, you don't have to listen to it again, bro, because I break down everything you asking me. I break it down in there. You see what I'm saying? So you just said that your stuff on your social media isn't up to par. So you need to work on that first. You understand what I'm saying? Then once you,
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. What I mean by up to par is I don't think like I have enough. I have like 3 photos. 2 of them are professional photos, and 1 of them is like a short video of me hiking. You know.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like you have to step up your social media situation, because this is what you got to understand. When a chick hits you up or you hit a chick up on social media, what she's going to do is she's going to look at what the fuck you have on social media, and that's going to tell her a story about what this guy might be about, what's going on with him. So if a random dude hits her up, and even if she does take the time out to look at your shit, right? Which some of them won't, because they have other random dudes hitting them up talking about, let me get your number. They're like, who the fuck is these guys? I don't know you, right? So this is what I'm saying, where you have to entice them to get them to the point to even look at your shit, to get them to the point to even respond back to you. This is what I'm trying to say. You see what I mean? So you can't. So what I'm saying is if 10 dudes is in her inbox talking about, hey girl, what's up? Let me get your number. Why would she need to respond to any of you guys? You understand what I'm saying? And then if she does respond, or she does look at your profile, because that's what she's going to do even before she responds. If she don't see nothing on there, if you don't have anything interesting going on, if she can't see like what you're about through that, right? Then she has no reason to respond. So this is what I'm saying. So you're asking about getting her to really interact with you, you know, based off of you just sending her the message. What I'm saying is you have to set up the actual your structure, your foundation, which is your Instagram and Facebook profiles, so that when she does look at your shit, you feel what I'm saying? Then she'll be like, hey, let me hit this guy back up because he seems cool. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You got to work on that shit.
It's less about the actual message and more about the presentation.
Exactly. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So work on the presentation, and then after that, you know, everything else should fall into place. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, man.
All right, bro. I'm holla. All right. All right, so the caller number 646-481-3901. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hello?
You.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Apollo calling, AT from the chat.
What's good, fam? How you been?
All right, chilling, man. Was just calling up because I had a question about kind of something I think you talked about with a caller either last night on the live stream or earlier. The dude said he was dealing with a girl for like 6 months. I guess he met her on some business joint, and it was trying to finesse it. He kept saying into a situation of going out with her. So my question to you is, and I know Kate Zagin's on EO, is like with chicks where you might have been talking to and couldn't get anything popping, or they kind of dipped off or ghosted you, but then come back around months later. Would you engage the girl and just tell her straight up what you're looking for, like, hey, since she disappeared, hey, come to the crib and get it popping, or would you just simply ignore, keep it, just ignore her like you've been?
Well, it depends though. It depends on a few things. It depends on like what was the actual like interaction between you and the girl and what happened. You understand? Before all of that shit fell off. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say for example, you was trying to holler at her or whatever, and you took her out of some shit, and then I don't know, she was acting like a bitch or whatever, and he was like, man, I ain't fucking with this girl no more. Then if she hits you back, you might not even want to deal with her because she's just on some bitchy, stupid shit. But if you fucked up, meaning like, let's say you were being a simp, you know what I'm saying? Or you were doing some goofy shit, which caused the situation to sort of like go in the direction it did, and then it fell off, and then she sort of hit you back up later. Then at that point, you could be like, all right, let me do this right this time, and tell her, yo, just come through to the crib. Let's get this shit popping. You see what I'm saying? But either way, in general, when you have any of those type of situations where the chick falls off and then comes back, you don't really want to, you don't really want to take it too seriously in most cases. You understand what I'm saying? So you could just be like, let me, come through and hit it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all you should do at that point, because if it didn't work out from before, it's like, why all of a sudden we back in a situation? But again, like I said, it all depends on the context of what happened before. You see what I mean? So that it's like a tricky thing, because if you fucked up, then it's like, all right, I'll fucking take her back and do some shit right this time. But if she was on some stupid shit, then to me, it seems like there's really no reason to really like fuck with it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Even if it's a sexual thing, because sometimes what happens is, in order to boost up your energy, in order for you to have that sort of like stance on, like when you have a stance on certain things, it boosts up your integrity, your dignity. You understand what I'm saying? You're like, man, I ain't fucking with this chick right here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would I take you back when you were acting like this before? You understand? And why would I give you dick? You know what I'm saying? When you know what I mean? So it's just the way you look at it. It's like, it's not like, oh, cool, she's back, so I could try to hit it. It's like, no, fuck you. You fucked up, and now you can't get no dick. You understand? That's the way I'll be looking at it most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. And it's just, also, I guess, like you said, your integrity, and it also could be about, that, hey, your integrity and how you are as a man is more important than sex. So
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And another question I had was about, like with, as far as the topic you were talking about, because I was married before, and my wife ended up cheating. I cheated, but she cheated too. And once we tried to reconcile and counseling, and she said the reason she did it wasn't because lack of sex or anything. It was just she liked other male attention. And so it wasn't a thing like, oh, we had our rough patches, but it wasn't anything like crazy. So for people out there to think that just because you marry or in a relationship, a woman won't cheat, I'm here to tell you that shit is not true.
Exactly.
We was together, like 13, 14 years and still didn't, because she wanted other male attention. So it made me think, as soon as Daisha Curry said that joint, or even Nicole Ari Parker, said her thing, it's like, man, dudes need to kind of take heed of that, because it's real.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I'm like, yo, they belong to the game, bro. They belong to the game. So even when you're dealing with a girl, because this is what most dudes will do, they'll say, well, I don't like, I'm just not going to get like, I'm going to just fuck chicks and keep it moving. I'm just going to pump and dump them. I'm not going to get into no relationship and all that other stuff. Right. See, when you say stuff like that, or when you think like that, you're thinking or you're putting sex on a pedestal. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
you're putting the actual pussy on a pedestal. You are creating way more value as far as sex goes than anything else. See, the thing is, when you're in a relationship with a woman, right? Let's say a woman becomes your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever. It's supposed to be about you being able to utilize that situation for other things also outside of sex. You see what I'm saying? So, and utilize that as much as it can be utilized within the time frame y'all are together. So it's the same thing as far as like, again, like I'll use the business analogy, is that if I own a company, I hire this employee, this is the girl, right? And she works for me. She helps build my shit. And at any moment she could either quit, or if she's fucking up, I'll fire her. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not sitting there expecting her to be with me and chill with me for the end of time for the rest of my life and expecting her to only work for me. You know, you could go get a part-time job somewhere else too, but when you're here with me, you got to do the job I hired you to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. But dudes, because dudes have been we get so emotional about sex. We get so caught up with, you know, a woman's sexuality, and like my dude K Zagan said, he said a lot of our insecurities are, you know, come through when it comes through sex, which I agree with. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Exactly. Zagan said, you know, that you know, we take the vagina more seriously than the chicks do. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And so, you know, again, to piggyback what you said, I was going to ask you then, how did you get to a point, because I know you talk about energies and stuff all the time and being also, like you said, a life coach.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you start getting to that more of a, you know, a higher plane or a higher way of thinking, that where, you know, pussy and vagina wasn't the end all be all anymore, that, you know, other things were ahead of that?
Well, it's not even necessarily it's ahead of it, but it's more so nothing. See, even when we talk about this topic of your girl belongs to the game, it's that we belong to the game. The game is life, it's energy, it's the universe, right. It's everything. So what happens is, what we try to do is we try to own things. We try to be like, well, this is mine, right? And so what happens is that, no, that's not yours. It's everybody's. You understand what I'm saying? So even I did a video like 2 years ago, I think it was, where I said that the key for me to being able to get a lot of women was because I looked at it as all of y'all are my women. It's not, oh, this is this one girl I'm fucking with, or this one girl over here that I call my wife, or no. Every girl I see is mine. You understand what I'm saying? You know, mine, quote unquote, meaning that I have access to all of you. So I can do, you know, mix and mingle and do whatever I got to do. So the problem is when it comes in, what the problem is separation. So in life, we are tricked into thinking that we're separate. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that we're not separate. It's an actual where it's a wholeness, it's a oneness. You understand? So for example, if I'm doing this live stream and I'm talking to you and I'm talking to the audience, right? I can't, like, me talking this doesn't make sense, or it's meaningless without you listening and without the audience. You understand? And in me not talking is y'all, it's going to be meaningless to y'all to be listening to nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I need y'all just like y'all need me. So it's together. You see what I'm saying? It's all one thing. But what happens is that we have this thing where we've been conditioned into thinking that there's all this separate fucking things. And so now this is mine and this is yours and that's not yours and this is mine and you stole my shit and all that other dumb shit. So now that gave me that epiphany, was like, wait a second. So if I'm dealing with a woman, right? Why do I get upset, or why do I feel a certain type of way if that woman is dealing with another dude, especially when I also want to deal with another woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit don't make no sense to be all, you see what I'm saying? And so the problem is that because we invest so much time and energy into people, right? We look at it as, oh, well, I invested all this time and energy, so you're supposed to be my shit. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody else can touch my shit, right? And so, but what happens is that what we forget is that we're operating on our ego. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that nature doesn't give a fuck about our ego. You understand what I'm saying? So what that means is, if I'm dealing with a girl, I may see another girl I want to engage in sexual intercourse with. She may see another guy she wants to engage in sexual intercourse with. That's actual nature taking its course. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
No, absolutely. I mean, that's how, it's not just something we decided to do. It's within us.
Exactly.
And, so that's what, as far as me, having gone through life, dealing with marriage and failed and all that dating, it's like, I want to get to that point where it's just like, now it doesn't bother me if girls I'm talking to are other girls. Cause right, I'm talking to other guys because I'm talking to other girls.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing like, calling a girl a hoe or a slut if she sleeps with a bunch of dudes. I'm trying to sleep with a bunch of women. So
right.
I'm not going to judge her.
Right.
If, I'm trying to do the same thing.
right? Because also too, what it is that when you got to understand, there's societal shit, and then there's actual, like, you know, natural or spiritual type of energy. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is, in society, I could say, yeah, that's my girlfriend, that's my wife, all that other shit, right? That's societal shit. But what happens is that beyond that, on a different level, like this philosopher Alan Watts, he said something to the effect of, a clever person lives on two levels. So one level is the societal material world, and the other level is the spiritual world. So what happens is that on the societal material, like social construct world, it's like, oh yes, that's my girlfriend, that's my wife, this is my boyfriend, that's my husband, whatever they say, right? But what happens is on the spiritual level, or just even in just how nature operates, you feel what I'm saying? You know, none of that shit applies. None of that, like, oh well, this is mine. This, because look, if I'm with someone, right, and I die, or or we break up or whatever, and they get with somebody else, right? It's like there's no longer, it's not really a thing that was mine. It was all temporary anyway. You feel what I'm saying? It was all to be used and utilized and to be useful to us while it's there and when it's there. So it's not this thing where, you know, I get you, and because I get you, then what happens is that you can't see or talk to anyone else, because that's the whole thing. The whole thing of monogamy also is, monogamy is a fairly new concept. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, so people, what's funny is people will be talking about, they say, yo, you know, all this new agey stuff of open relationships. I'm like, that's not new agey. That shit been happening. You know what I'm saying? That's old shit. You know what I mean?
It's in the Bible when they talk about wives and concubines.
Exactly. So that's old school shit. Right. That's old school shit. But a lot of people, they think monogamy is like they think monogamy is the quote unquote natural thing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that's not really what it is. Monogamy within itself is the social construct. The naturalness is for us to mix and mingle. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we do. But again, our egos are the things that make us think we are who the fuck we are, and they make us think that we own shit. They make us think that, you understand what I'm saying? It's our ego. So what happens is this: because we're in the picture, we can't see the big picture. And so that's the problem with a lot of people, is that, so for example, let's say if you took a microscope, or you went some scientist or whatever looked into your body or some shit with x-rays or whatever the fuck they use, and they saw all of your cells fucking moving around, or your blood cells or whatever bouncing around. That's like a I don't want to say literally, but that's a figurative way of looking at us. Like if someone took a bird's eye view of the earth and they were looking down at us, we're just things bouncing around. You understand what I'm saying? But in our mind, we're like, well, I'm Miss Locario, and I'm this person, and I'm that person. And so therefore you think that, you know, you're special. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is, you are special, but you're not special at the same time. You see what I mean? Because you're special because you're unique, you're who you are, and there's nothing else like you. But then you're not special because you're still interconnected with everything else that's also unique and doing their thing. You see what I'm saying? So, but again, it's the ego that fucking confuses us into thinking that the girl belongs to us and not the game. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, right, absolutely. And just one quick thing before I get off. What is it with, like, you know, guys like yourself, Alan Roger Curry, you know, Kay Zagan, Alfie, all of y'all, why do y'all have so many male haters? When I first started listening to y'all, I thought it would have been women in droves. Hey, why is it a bunch of dudes?
Right. Well, I'll tell you, it's real simple. I'm gonna tell you right, it's real fucking simple. See, the reason why cats like us have a lot of male haters is because we talk about like the actual truth, you understand, about women. And so what a lot of guys want to feel is they want to feel like, oh, well, there's something wrong with women, and they want us to tell them all the shit that's wrong with women. But we're like, no, there ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm like, this is just how they are. So what happens is that when I say to a guy, hey, listen, women are out here fucking and sucking, right? The reason why they hate on a person like me is because they say, damn, well, if women are fucking and sucking, how come no woman is fucking and sucking me? You see what I'm saying? And so that's what hits them in their fucking heart. They don't like to hear the fact that their lack of success is not because women are good girls and there's a few sluts out here and all that. No. It's that these the women are quote unquote sluts, but they don't want to fuck you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what makes them mad, to hear that from dudes who understand the game. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it is.
Because every live stream, I hear people just calling up. They want to go back and forth with you, like they know more than you, hating on you. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, man. There's another way to do it.
Right.
It's like, my God, man, y'all sound like the women.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's really just because they don't want to adhere to reality. You understand? And this is why you have a lot of people out there, like you have a lot of MGTOW channels, a lot of like the Black Hill channels that blow up, because a lot of dudes want to hear that shit as a cope for their own frustration and failure in the game. Because understand, if the reason why you're failing is your fault, you don't want to hear that shit. You want to hear the reason you're failing is because, well, these women are this way and these women are that way, and that's the reason. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to have to look in the mirror and see, damn, well, my shit is probably kind of whack. That's why I ain't really getting what I want to get. You see what I mean?
Right.
So
that's all, man. I just definitely want to call and ask a few questions.
That's what's up, bro.
The info as always.
Appreciate you, man. All right, I'm a holler. All right, peace. All right, I need MGTOW dictionary to call up. I mean, not MGTOW dictionary. I keep getting y'all niggas confused. MGTOW English, call up. I need MGTOW English to call up because he's been trying to call up because he needs to get this game. MGTOW English, call up. Call up. We waiting for MGTOW English to call up. That's the only person I need to call up right now. Yo, is this MGTOW English?
It's MGTOW English, yeah.
What's going on, fam? How you been?
It's been good.
All right. So what's good?
I just want to make something clear. Some person in the chat talked about if you put women first, you're not MGTOW. I just want to make something clear. MGTOW was actually created by actually 3 people, and I'm one of those 3 people who's created by. So if anybody knows anything about MGTOW, it's me, because I'm one of the progenitors of it. So I just want to say to that person in the chat, that's wrong, man. I also want to say, mate, again, what you're talking about, mate, makes absolutely no sense, mate, because you just said in the chat earlier, mate, you're saying that you can take my girlfriend. My girlfriend, mate, is a Muslim, and she's been with me for 5 years, mate, and she's a virgin. So there's no chance that you're gonna have to take her, mate.
Wait, so you never had sex with your girlfriend?
No, I haven't had sex with her, mate.
You just said she was a virgin.
Yeah, I'm the only person she has sex with, me.
Okay, so she's not a virgin.
Yeah, she's not a virgin, mate, but when I met her, she was a virgin, mate.
Okay, and so what does that? How does that stop another guy from getting with her?
Well, we're not talking about another guy, mate. We're talking about you, mate, because you said you could take her from me.
Okay, so what stops me from taking her?
Well, first thing, mate, you're not a tap, mate.
I'm not who?
You're not a tap, mate.
I can't hear what you said. I'm not a what?
I said you're not a tap, mate.
I can't. Does anybody know what he said? I'm not a what?
I said you're not physically a tap, mate.
You said I'm not. Typing in the chat. I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm saying you're not a type, mate.
Oh, you said I'm not her type. Oh, okay. So you think you need to be a woman's type for sex to happen? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, you don't need to be a woman's type, mate, for sex to happen, mate. So you should be sexually attracted to you, mate. I definitely agree with that, but you've got no chance, mate, because I'm more physically attracted to you in real life. And me and MGTOW Dictionary was actually on the live stream, mate, earlier today, and we actually assessed your attraction level in the sexual market
Wait, hold on, wait. Stop right there. Let me get this straight. Two men were assessing another man's attraction level. Is that what you're saying?
Man. Yes, man.
So why? Wait. Okay, hold on. So how do y'all know what women find attractive?
Well, the reason how we know what we find attractive there is because me and MGTOW Dictionary in real life are more attractive than you, mate, and more attractive than 99.9% of the people in the chat with me.
That's interesting.
We've got more knowledge of what women like, and we have no experience, mate.
Wait, okay, so hold on. So basically what you're saying is that you differentiate the difference between an ugly guy and a guy you would consider good looking. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
So you're saying that, hold on, wait. So you're saying that there's guys out there that you think are handsome?
Yes, mate. There's guys out there who are aesthetically pleasing to look at me, and these guys who are not.
Wait. So you said there's guys out there that you like to look at because they're aesthetically pleasing?
No, mate. That's not what I'm saying, mate. You're putting words into my mouth, mate. What I'm saying, mate, is there's men out there who we can clearly see that women will find attractive, mate, and that's not homosexual. That's just being honest, mate. So basically what you're saying is that based off of your opinion, right? You can tell what a group of women or just women in general who they're going to actually find attractive. Is that what you're saying? Yes, mate.
And how do you know this? How do you know this? Give me. I need a lot. We were talking logic here. I need a logical reason as to how you know.
I'm gonna give you an example, mate. In the live stream, mate, there was 55 people
Mm-hmm.
in the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 55 people were looking at your picture, and there's women in the live stream, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And we were honest. I never said anything about your looks, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I was personally trying to divert the conversation away. But MGTOW Dictionary was actually, he opened up the live stream, we started talking about you, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then you invited a lot of people into the live stream, mate, and they all voted. And they all said you're 2.5 out of 10, mate.
Interesting. So what did they say that MGTOW Dictionary was, and what did they say that you were?
MGTOW Dictionary didn't show his face in the last.
Interesting. Wait, hold on. So you're rating other people's attractiveness, but nobody knows how y'all look. That's interesting.
They do know how we look.
That's interesting. And on top of that, you guys are 99.999999999% attractive more than any guy in the universe. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You said that earlier.
I'm what you would call a mini Chad, man.
You're a mini Chad.
Yes, man. Because I'm not, 6 foot tall.
Wait. Where your girl at right now?
My girl at home, man.
Can she call in?
Well, yeah, man, but that's not happening, man.
Why not? But you said I can't take her. Why you scared? What's going on?
Yeah, you're not making any sense, man. You sound like a 12-year-old right now.
No. I'm saying to you. You said that I can't take your girl because she was a virgin and you was the only one that had sex with her. I'm telling you, get your girl on the phone right now. Let me ask her some questions.
That's not what the conversation's about, man. We're talking about.
No, that actually was the conversation. That's the title of the show. Your girl belongs to the game. You said in the chat that the girls that I mess with, that people could take them, but not your girl. So this is exactly what it's about. Get your girl on the phone.
I'm not doing that, man. Because if I get my girl on the phone, why you get your wife on the phone, man?
Okay, we could do that. What I'm saying is, give me your girl's number. Right, because I didn't say that a dude can't get my girl. I'm saying that I believe you couldn't because your game doesn't seem as tight as you think it is. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're trying to say that I haven't slept with little girls, mate? Is that what you're saying?
Say that again.
So you're trying to say I don't have much experience with women, mate?
How many girls you slept with in your life?
I've slept with 35 girls, mate.
You slept with 35 girls.
Yes, mate.
And you. Oh my goodness. You slept with 35 girls and you think you know women?
Yeah, 35 girls at 25 years old, man. It's not bad, man.
Bro, that's not a lot of women.
Okay, so you're telling me, mate, in one video, mate, I think it was in June, and then a month later, in one video you said you slept with 120 something girls, mate, and then a couple live streams ago, mate, you're saying you slept with hundreds. So the numbers fluctuating, mate. So it's either you're not telling the truth.
Which video is this? Tell me which video. Tell me which video. Tell me the name of the video. Send me the link. I want to see which video you're talking about.
I can't remember the video, man.
Oh, you can't remember the video?
Where you was talking about, man, that your wife was seeing some bald guy, man, was going on dates with some bald guy.
Right. And so what I said is that I've stopped counting after 100. But what I'm assuming is that it's at least at this point, since I stopped counting, is at least 180, 190, probably even 200. So that's all I said.
Mate, you're 38 or 39 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a lot of girls, mate.
And how old are you?
I'm 25 years old, mate.
So you're 25 years old, and you think you know more about women than a 38-year-old guy who's had, what, 8 times more women than you? Does that make sense?
Well, first of all, mate, my sexual market value is a lot higher than yours, mate.
Oh, my goodness. You guys with this sexual market value nonsense. What is the sexual market value? Explain that to the people.
The sexual market value, mate, is where your ass is in the dating game, mate. Okay,
so let me ask you a question. Have you ever modeled?
No, I have not modeled, mate.
But you said you were 99.99% hottest guy in the population. Shouldn't you be modeling? Shouldn't you?
I said I'm way better looking than the guys in your chat, mate, because I can see the pictures of the guys in your chat.
But how do we know? Okay, so how do we know how you look? Because we can't see your picture.
Well, I actually can show you on my Facebook, mate.
What's your Facebook? What's your Facebook? I'm gonna look you up on Facebook right now. What's your Facebook?
You wanna know my Facebook, mate?
Yes, I'm a Facebook friend you right now. What's your Facebook?
Okay, type in George Baker.
George Baker. Okay, I'm seeing George Baker Jr. Okay. Hold on. Okay, that can't be you. That's an old dude. George Baker. You know what you're gonna have to do? I want you to send me a friend request because I can't find your shit. Just type in Hashim Trends Locario. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I want you to type in.
I'm not gonna be able to send the friend request, man, because you'll be able to see all my pictures. I won't allow that, man.
No, I'm just saying I want to see one of your pictures because you said you're like the greatest guy. The best looking guy that ever lived. So we got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mate, my picture is in the swimming pool, mate, with a girl with glasses on there.
Your picture's in a swimming pool with a girl with glasses. I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find all George Bakers. I'm not seeing any person in the swimming pool. Not seeing it.
If you type in the location, or if you type in.
So all I'm telling you is this. This is what we're gonna do. I want you, because look, I'm not like I don't care about looks like you do. You're obsessed with the looks. So I want to know what your opinion is of what this super good looking guy is in relation to you getting all these women. This is what I'm trying. What's your Instagram? You got an Instagram?
Nah, I don't use Instagram yet.
Nigga, you don't use Instagram? Come on, bruh. And the reason why I'm asking you, are you a model, right? Or have you ever modeled, right? Is because
I'm taking pictures, mate. I'm taking like model-like pictures, mate.
Right, you taking model-like pictures, but I've actually modeled.
For you, mate?
For Polo jeans.
Oh, great. Well, that's well done, mate. Well done.
No, but how am I doing that when I'm a 2.5? How? I want to know, how does that work? Because
you're black, mate. That's why, mate.
So basically, black men have a higher sexual market value than white men. Is that what you're saying?
They have a niche-based sexual market value, mate.
Oh my Jesus!
So you can be a black guy and be unattractive, and the woman can find you attractive.
Oh my God!
because if you want me to be honest,
you can be. Wait, you said you could be a black guy and be unattractive, and a woman will find you attractive. So who's the one who's the one saying the guy's unattractive? You?
Yes, mate.
So wait, hold on, stop right there, real quick, because I want you to follow this logic. You said that if a woman finds a woman can find a guy who's unattractive, attractive, but then you said that you're a man, saying that you are telling us this guy is attractive or not. The woman is the one fucking the guy. You're not fucking the guy, right? You're not the one that's supposed to be attracted to the guy. So shouldn't it be the woman is telling us if he's attractive or not? Instead of you?
Mate, this is what you're doing, mate. Okay, and I've seen you do this on the live stream with Afri Kingdom, mate, where he's talking shit about McTav Dictionary, mate, where you were saying that if a man cares about a woman's looks, that means he's homosexual. But all I'm saying is, mate, if I was... Wait,
hold on, say that again? Say that again? You said if... what?
You said, mate, in Afri Kingdom's live stream, mate, that if a guy points out a certain guy's looks, mate, that means that he's a homosexual, mate.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that if a guy is obsessed with talking about a man's looks, he might be a little moist, which is not wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's cool if that's how you roll. But what I'm saying is that a heterosexual man should not be spending hours looking at another dude's looks and analyzing it and being like, oh my God, like his bone structure and his jawline. Like, what is that about?
You want to be honest about the way you look, man. Wow.
No, I don't care. I don't care what you think about how I look. Like, why do you...
First of all, man, you know, you was in a live stream with Afri Kingdom, man. Afri Kingdom looks like Grove from Sesame Street, man.
You guys are funny, man. You guys are so funny. Like, I've never known that heterosexual men care this much about other men's looks. Like, what I really want to know what that's about. Like, what is that about?
And man, you look like Sharpie from Beaver and Butthead, man.
What happened? Say it again.
I said you look like Sharpie from Beaver and Butthead, man.
God damn, this fucking coronavirus is hitting me right now because all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to you is, how did we get here to the conversation? The conversation started when I was talking about your girl belongs to the game. You said that can't happen. I'm telling you it can.
Yeah, yes, listen, this is what you dating coaches, okay? Mr. Locascio, right? Mr. Locascio, this is what you need to understand, okay, Mr. Locascio, is that the women that you get, me, belong to the game. The women I get, me, don't belong to the game, mate. They belong to the game when I chuck them to the game, mate. Hello, mate.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? So they belong. So what you're saying is that your girl, your Muslim chick,
yes,
that no dude out here could get your girl.
Yeah. No guy out there can get the girl, and there's many reasons why that's happened there.
I'm saying, well, why? Why? So you're saying that no guy on earth can get your woman? Is that what you're saying?
The only way they can get my woman, mate, is if I leave her, mate.
Interesting.
Because that girl ain't leaving me, mate.
So your girl would never leave you. Why?
Because I have a soul, mate.
Oh my Jesus. So
what you need to understand.
So she's your soulmate.
To a real MGTOW.
So she's your soulmate.
No, she's not my soulmate. I have her soul.
You have her soul. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, mate.
How do you have her soul?
Because I've done a whole bunch of things, mate, to ensure that that's happened, mate.
Like what? I want to learn. Put me on the game. I want to be like you. I want to get girl souls too.
All right. First of all, mate, like I said before, she's a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
I took her virginity. Second of all, mate, I've been loyal to her. I've been honest with her.
Mm-hmm.
Third of all, mate, she was already submissive because she comes from a Muslim Arabic background, mate. So she was naturally submissive. And me being a white guy,
mm-hmm.
she was naturally attracted to me because I was a type, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then me being muscular, being an alpha male, and being MGTOW, mate, I was already in line for her to be submissive to me, mate.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's pretty much mine, mate, forever, mate. She's my possession, mate.
Interesting. So you trying to tell me another white guy that comes along can't get her?
Oh, of course, mate. If I chuck her.
No, not if you chuck her. If you with her right now, you try to tell me no other quote unquote white guy who has the sexual market values and all that other stuff, he can't get your girl?
No, mate. They have no chance, mate.
Really? Because why? Because you had sex with her first?
Well, that's part of the reason why, mate. Yes, mate.
Oh my God, man! I wish you luck, bro. I wish you luck. Okay, and listen, I don't want to have to tell you I told you so. When this shit. How long you been fucking with this girl?
I've been in a relationship with her for 5 years, and I've been dating her for about 2 years.
So so you've been in a relationship with her for 5 years, and you was dating her for 2 years, been in a relationship for 5 years, and you think that this girl is not gonna want no other dick?
Nah, mate. Listen, mate. Okay, this is. I'm gonna tell you this, mate, because you. I know where you're from, mate. All right, I know where you're from, mate. Okay, and I've been to where you're from, mate. You're from Brooklyn, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And I grew up in a very multicultural area, mate.
Uh-huh.
And one thing these women love, they love guys with big dicks, mate. My dick is huge, mate.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Gigantic, mate.
Here we go. Okay, let's okay, we're gonna have to stop the conversation right now because
it's bigger than yours, mate.
Oh Lord, here we go. Okay, we're done. Okay, we have to stop that. We have to stop that shit. Dudes is y'all need to have an intervention with me. Y'all got to be like, Lucario, stop, okay? Be like, Lucario, you're addicted to arguing with these motherfuckers, like, or going back. I need an intervention, people. Oh my God, are you serious? Dudes is talking about paying attention to dudes and talking about how they look, and now they're talking about dick sizes. It sounds a little too moist for me. I don't know. That's a little too moist. It's a little too moist, man. I don't know. I can't rock with that. Again, if that's your flavor, that's cool. But that's just a little bit too moist. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. That's funny. Exactly, R&B. You're right. You're right, man. I gotta stop. Ray ever said makes for good entertainment. No, it's entertaining. I can't even lie. It's so fucking funny. The shit is funny. Oh my goodness. Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
Mr. Lucario?
What's going on?
Is it Mr. Lucario?
Yes, what's popping?
Hey, buddy, man. I'm just calling you because I just wanted to see if you would answer or not. But I just want to tell you that, you're one of the best dating coaches out there, and I wait, and like, I'm very impressed by you, and, I'm a true Mr. Lucario fan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's good with you?
And I got your book, you autographed it, had to pull 2 women in one day.
Really? What? Yeah, we still on live stream. What's going on with you?
I don't really have any questions. You already answered all my questions to your video. But I just wanted to see if you would answer. I didn't think you would, but I feel very honored that you answered my call.
Okay. Why you sound very troll-like? You sound very troll-like. What's going on?
Troll-like?
Yeah, you sound like you went to Troll University. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a doctorate degree in trolling and shit.
No, man, no, I'm not a troll, man. Like, I will never say anything that goes against you because, I genuinely have respect for you. I really do, you know what I mean? I know you keep talking all the time and you don't know me, but I will never say anything anything disrespectful to you, like even in your sex.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call, my brother. I appreciate your call and hope everything is going well with you, man. All right. Because I could feel it. I could feel he was about to be on some bullshit, but I be trying to give niggas chances. So shout out to him. You feel what I'm saying? Oh shit. Hilarious. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
It's Piper.
You.
Hello, it's Piper. Hello.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Hello. I want to say, I signed up to your Baba membership. I was just looking at it today. I went over 4 programs. The first program I ran how to meet women online. The second program I looked at was when you talk about attachment, like how to be detached. And the other program I look at is how to approach girls, because I approach we don't have no lockdown in Singapore. We're still fine.
Mm-hmm.
I approach girls, I got 5 rejections. The first guy I approached, she Basta. I approached her and I followed the program to get how to get the Sunday live. I did what you said in the program. I'm not going to say what you said in the program because people need to pay for it. So I'm not going to say, but I did what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I got back to my place. I brought her back to my room.
Mm-hmm.
I put down my pants. I put my cock inside the pants, and I sat the fuck up.
See this nigga, you stop y'all niggas. Yo, it's poppin'. Who this?
Yo, Lucario, what's going on, man? It's Jay.
What's going on, fam?
Hey, yeah, man. I like the show. Been a long time follower, man. I think you're cool, and I appreciate all the work you put in, man, because you help a lot of us out, man.
Appreciate it. What's good with you?
All right. So my question is this. So let's just say I'm at the beginning stages of trying to learn game.
Mm-hmm.
But my problem is that when I try to learn game, I automatically doubt myself because I'm so used to, it's like a habit, right? It's like a bad habit. I'm so used to already putting myself down.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see a girl that I like, some of them I do see.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, I know you hate that choosing signal, but some of them I do see they'll look and they'll glance at me. But when but it's like when I want to make a move, I'm so used to already putting myself down that I don't. And it's kind of hard to. I know you all about just immersing yourself in it as much as you can to get used to it. But it's real hard to break that old habit of just down it before you even make a move. And so I'm trying to see, like, how do you get over that? Like, how do you get over how do I say it? Like overcoming self-doubt when you're trying to learn game, when you're trying to get into it. How do you get over that? Like, cause that's my biggest struggle. It's like I want to learn it, but I can't get past that, and that's where I'm usually stuck at before I even make a move. I'm usually doubting myself before I even get into it.
Well, see that's the issue. You see, the problem is that your doubt is stopping you from making the moves, and therefore you don't get any actual experience in the field, and you get any experience dealing with the girls to alleviate your doubts. Because see, what happens is that if you have core confidence, right, you're just gonna go do it and make it happen, regardless. But what happens is what can build your confidence is actually seeing the results of your work. Meaning that if you go and approach a girl, let's say you actually went out to a club or to a bar or whatever and all this other stuff, after this whole Corona shit died down, you go out to the spot and let's say you talk to 10 girls in this one club, and you know, one of them is like being receptive and gives you the number. Then you go to another spot with your boys 2 blocks down and you talk to another 10 or 15 girls and 2 of them give you the number. And then you go to another spot and you talk to another 10 or 15 girls and you get 1 number. So now you're going home with like 4 numbers, right? And then you're like, oh shit, like I see that I can get some girls' numbers. I can get a little bit of interest in that vein to even get a number. So what happens is that you won't doubt yourself to think, can I get numbers? Because you know, because you did it. But in order for you to do it, you got to push yourself to actually do it. So right now you're letting the doubt stop you from pushing yourself to do shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, it's like you gotta really and see, no one can really push you except for you. It's like I always tell dudes, it's like ripping off that Band-Aid. You know, when you have that Band-Aid, you just gotta rip it off real quick and just get it over with. It's the same thing with approaching girls and talking to girls. You got to rip that fucking Band-Aid off. You got to just get it over. You just got to go in and approach and talk and fucking take those hits. You understand what I'm saying? Like be prepared for a chick, you know, rejecting you or not wanting to talk to you, but also be prepared for a chick being receptive to you. You understand? So you got to be prepared for both. But again, nothing's going to happen until you push yourself. So what you might need to do is you need to get the doubt, push the doubt to the side and do it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because all that doubt is a feeling. So you got to say, fuck my feelings. I got to go do this. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, because here's like one of the names that kind of blocks me is like not knowing. It's like, okay, say for instance, Ricardo, like if you go out into the field and you try to pursue one, you already know the steps of what to do, you know, from the time you meet her all the way to the time you get her into your home and you kind of seal the deal. But my thing is like, I'm just not learning. So say, for instance, I do get that girl number. And like what blocks me, like I said, I got a lot of self-doubt. So it's like, I don't know necessarily have a grasp on all the steps, you know, from A to Z. And so I'm always like, well, damn, like, what if I do get a number and then I fuck it up? And then that's another barrier that kind of hurts me because I'm like, well, I don't know everything right now. You know, well,
that's the thing. But see, the exact K-Zaggin talking about you overthinking this shit, man. Yo, K-Zaggin, I'm about to send you a link if you want to jump on it in a second. But yeah, you're overthinking the situation. You understand what I'm saying? It's just go in. You feel what I'm saying? And do the thing, because you might be in a situation where you fuck it up. Just so what? Fuck it up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to fuck it up. You understand what I'm saying? Because fucking it up isn't really fucking it up. Fucking it up is you not doing anything. Because if you're doing something, you're making something happen. You understand? So you're learning. You feel what I mean? So you have a learning. You're in a learning process while you're doing what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really that you're fucking anything up. You're just learning as time goes along. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah, because I be wanting to get a grasp on it, but it's like I gotta like my biggest struggle right now is like self-doubt. Self-doubt. And so like I'm like I said, I'm trying to read like all the gyms they close. I try to work out what I can. But like I said, I don't have a lot of money. I work a 9 to 5. I'm trying to fix it. And so like I said, I'm trying to learn game. But really that biggest first step is that self-doubt. And so
right. So I'm saying you just gotta, I'm telling you, you gotta push yourself, but also learn the game while you're doing what you're doing. So you got to do 2 things. You got to push yourself, and at the same time, you know, learn shit, like study up on the shit. So because you're saying, well, I don't know what to do once I get the number. When you study the game, you'll know what to do once you get the number. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of videos that tell you, hey, when you get a girl's number, you know, text this, set this date up, do this, do that. You feel what I mean? So, you know.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Ricardo. I know you got some more calls, but yeah, appreciate everything.
All right, bro. Appreciate your call, bro. All right, I'm holla.
All
right, peace. All right. So, hold on. Let me shout out the people. Let me shout out the people real quick who has been sending donations. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let me shout out the donations real quick. Shout out to my dude. Hold on. These is other payments. Hold on. Shout out to my dude Apollo for the donation. Shout out to my dude Job for the donation. All right. So what's popping? Who's in the chat? I mean, who's on the call?
What's good, bro? This Clay.
What's going on, fam?
I've been hearing like a lot of times, men and women going back and forth about who should like when they get together and live together and shit like that, who should like pay the bills and shit. And I was wondering like on some man shit, like what do you think about that? Like is that the man shit that's like pay all the bills, or is that like
no? If you're living with your girlfriend or you have a wife, or whatever, and she's working, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's contributed half of the bills. You feel what I'm saying? And but you overall should be managing the finances. You understand what I'm saying? So she's bringing the money home. You look over the shit, and then you say, okay, we'll do this with that. We'll do this with this. You see what I'm saying?
So it's half and half, but you just telling her what half she gonna like, what bill she gonna pay and stuff like that.
No. So what I'm saying is that you're the one who is orchestrating what is going on. So for example, let's say you and your girl both make 50 grand a year or whatever, right? And so and so what happens is this, let's say your rent or whatever is, I don't know, $2,500 a month or some shit, or 3,000, let's say 3,000 a month or whatever, just to make it whatever. So now y'all each pay $1,500 for the rent. You feel what I'm saying? Let's say the fucking like light and gas bill come up to like $80. Y'all pay 40 each. But what I'm saying is that when the money comes in, you're making your 50, she's making her 50, but you tell her, bring the 50 here. I'm going to take all our shit, and then I'm going to delegate what we do. You understand what I'm saying? So you're still leading the interaction. You see what I'm saying? So it's not her just going out on some spending spree doing whatever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? So that goes to a bigger picture of not just about paying bills. It's about, okay, what are we spending money on? What are we doing? We have to have this conversation about where the actual money is going to. You see what I mean?
Oh, so you mean like in like total everything, like
yes,
shopping,
yes,
groceries, all that shit.
Yes, all that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
You feel me?
All right, bro. That's it, bro. All
right, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother.
All right. All
right, peace.
All
right. So hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yeah, this is Ben.
What's going on, fam?
Man, everything and everything terrible.
He said everything terrible. So what's good though?
Look, I called here because I need the help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pushing 50, my man. Child out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket's empty right now because I'm between jobs.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. However, as things rebuild, I wouldn't mind getting back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they say you shouldn't put the cart before the horse. But let me tell you something. That is not how humans generally work.
Right.
You would like, come on now. One, if you're able to feed yourself, that other thing, the sex thing, is going to tickle you a bit.
Right. So wait, so when's the last time you was with a woman? Like, you dating anyone now? What's the situation?
No, I'm not with anyone now. Matter of fact, look, I haven't really put in a lot of work. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not in every woman's face. I'm real selective. Reeling in the ones that I want has been the problem. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Yeah, I will accept the ones that I can get. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't.
Nah, you good? So wait, so let me ask. So when's the last time you've been with a chick though?
Oh, let's see.
I mean, I've been out with women, but nobody I really wanted to get, like I said, I've been in women's company.
Mm.
And, that's never really been a problem for me.
Mm.
But the ones that I want, that's the problem.
Right. So when's the last time you were with a woman you wanted? That's what I said.
Okay. Let's look. Shoot, man. Let me see. December
that just passed in 2019.
Yeah.
And what happened with this woman?
Well, after a while, it was like, okay, let's put it like this. Physically, I wanted her, let me put it like this. I would accept her, but I didn't want anything else.
Right.
I didn't want she was time, but I didn't want anything long term with her.
Right.
I'm not going front. I'm an old.
And so why didn't you? So what are you looking for though? So you're looking for a long-term situation?
Well, I need a younger woman, man. I'm gonna tell the truth. I need a younger woman. I need someone that that has the vigor that I have. That has the because hey man, there's a lot of things I can still do in the weight room. I mean, I could still outrun probably half the jumps out here. I mean, somebody with the sort of vigor that I have.
But what's your specific goal though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you want the chick for? Like, you trying to like, what is he trying to do?
Okay. Let's do. Now, I want to play a little bit longer because I like playing. But I do want to kind of settle down. But I want to settle down with what I want and need, not just the pain in the neck.
Right. But what do you want? But what do you want right now, though? That's what I'm saying. Like at this moment, today or tomorrow, whatever. If you met someone, what do you want? You see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, you're correct. I want to sleep with younger women right now.
Okay. Fine. Perfect. Now that we got somewhere. So you're 50 years old. You want to sleep with younger women, right? So now, what are you doing to make that happen?
What do you mean by approaching them?
Yeah, like what are you doing right at this? What are you doing right now to make that happen?
Well, I've done a little more approaching. I haven't, like I said, I haven't put in work like guys, on your channel said you gotta put in work. Yeah, that get 50 numbers and you just get 5. I haven't done all that, but I'm starting to approach a lot more. This COVID-19 hasn't, it hasn't been that bad as far as socializing is concerned. It hasn't been that bad. I will go up to what I want these days.
And so,
the thing is,
go ahead.
Locking it down. Go ahead.
No, so wait, hold on. Let me see what K Zaggin thinks. So K Zaggin 20. So he's this dude's 50 years old. He say he want younger girls, and he ain't really been putting in a lot of work. So what would your advice to him be?
Well, he mentioned earlier he was talking about settling down. My thing to him is what's your definition of settling down, and what would be your main purpose for wanting to do that?
Right.
Oh no. That he asked me what I said. That was an eventual thing. That's an eventual thing. I want another year or so of play. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but see, but this is the thing though, because you sound like you got one foot on either side of the fence,
right?
Because you're enjoying the player lifestyle, you're enjoying the single life, but then you're talking about settling down, and this is what I believe guys suffer with, because the settling down shit that comes from fucking society saying, hey, at some point you got to find one chick and it's just you and her and y'all live this American dream of beautiful bliss and love and happiness and all that bullshit, right? But my thing is, why can't you do what you do and just have a main chick, she continue to see other dudes, you see other chicks, and you have it just like that? Why you got to change your lifestyle if you enjoy it?
I don't mind being with that. But everyone, finding a woman that's that's seriously with that sort of
bro, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised how many chicks is with that. You know what I'm saying? You will be surprised.
Right. Hey, That's why I called. Because, I just hadn't run into it.
But no, the question is, are you with that? See, let me tell you this. A lot of guys, they want the open relationship, but they want it one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be able to continue to see other chicks, but they want the chick to be like, oh, I'm just fine with just you. That's the problem with a lot of guys and the idea of open relationships. They're not ready to commit to what it really means to be in an open relationship. Are you?
Look, my thing is that, okay, let me put it like, my ideal situation is, I wouldn't mind, I don't really need, how should I put it? I've never really needed a main chick. I'd rather just, had I've had two, let me put it like this, 2, 3 or 4 that I kind of mess with. I'm cool with that. But it has to be at a certain level now, because it I know it's what society says, but I wouldn't mind having that one after all my planned shit is over with, or I feel like it's over with.
Well, see, this is the problem with a lot of dudes, y'all. Like, and this is what's gonna make it hard for you guys out there. And this goes for any dude, is that what happens most of the time is, because what it sounds like to me is, it sounds like you saying you want 2 different things, but it sounds like you want it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, I got you.
Right. So what I'm saying, because you're like, well, I want to play around, and then I instantly want to switch to fucking having like a main,
a commitment.
Like, a commitment, right? Is that what you're saying?
No. Ain't no. I know it's nothing instant about it. Nothing instant about it. But how should I put this, man? All right. As of the thing is, I want to close more deals of what I want. Period. I just want deals closed. All right.
And what do you mean by closing deals? Having sex?
Well, yeah, that's it.
Right. Okay. So now that so now you're saying, okay, I want to have sex with women that I'm really feeling. Cool. Now, is that all you want, or do you want something else too?
I want some truth. That's what the fuck I want.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Because
I want some truth.
Let me go and answer. That's what I want for now. I just want to be able to close the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Caller, could it be that right now you haven't found a chick that you want to be with in that type of relationship, like exclusive, but you think that once you find her, the only way you can have her is if you are exclusive? Do you feel that way?
Say that again.
I said, could it be that currently you have not found a woman that you want to be exclusive with, but you think that maybe when you do come upon that woman, that the only way to have her the way you want her is to be exclusive?
Interesting thought. That's an interesting thought.
That could be it too. You see,
I want an interesting answer.
Let me make sure I understand what you say. Now, I haven't come across the one that I want, but you're thinking that I believe that the only way that I could have her is to be in a committed relationship with her.
No, I'm asking you, is that what you feel? I don't know that to be the case.
I'm just making sure that's what you're at. So that part I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't explored that.
No, okay.
By my own psyche. I haven't examined it.
Well, could it?
Like,
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'd like the best to be my only woman, but it doesn't seem like I can even close the deal on just what I want in the general sense. You see what I'm saying?
Well, see that comes from that right there is a thing that needs to happen first, meaning you need to be able to close the deal having sex with the woman you want to have sex with. That should be the only thing on your mind right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because everything that you say you might want later, is only going to come as a result of what you're doing right now with that situation. So it's not like, you see what I'm saying? So it's not like you're just going to be like, well, let me just like hook up with these girls, and then whenever I wake up and feel like wanting a main chick, that's going to happen. No, I said this on my program that I just put out on my Bad Boy Membership when I was talking about the girlfriend checklist. I said girlfriends are created. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that if you actually want a woman who's your type, that's on point, that could be your actual girlfriend, that's still going to stem from you taking time to vet a woman, which would mean you're going to take time dating these young girls, hanging out with them, kicking it with them, doing all that shit for a while, even before you decide wanting them to be your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? So you would have to go through this process anyway to get to that point. So what I'm saying is, at this point, focus on finding the woman you want to get with to hook up. Then through that, as you're doing that, which is what you want to do anyway, right? You're going to find a woman. Okay, well, I noticed that this girl right here is on point. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed she's been consistent. She's been cooperative, and she's doing what she needs to do. I'll make her my main girl. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Okay, that.
The thing is, I'm gonna tell the truth. I need tips on closing that fucking deal. If your site can do that, I'm over there. But closing.
Well, see, that's the thing. You gonna have to put in that work, bro. Because you know what it sounds like.
Look, right.
It sounds.
I know. I came on. Hey, look, sorry, brother. I came on here knowing I hadn't been putting in that work.
That's what I'm saying. Because you know what a lot of these guys do. A lot of guys be creating a woman wish list. Like they're like, I want this, and I want that to happen.
Like it's a goddamn Secret Santa type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, yo, you could get what you want, but you got to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just gonna come to you. You feel what I mean? So it's like you got to put in that and on top of how young you want these chicks to be.
Let me see. It's not that low.
See,
Come to me in the 30s.
Okay. And go ahead, King Zach. What you gonna say?
No, because he took too long to think about that. That means he don't know what he wants. That means he don't know what he wants.
That's another thing.
That's the problem.
Right.
You don't even know what you want.
No, we said that's the real problem, is that you sound like you don't know what you want, because even through the whole time you're talking, you're kind of like,
I think
maybe I'm not sure. Well, I do kind of want this, but I'm
sure.
You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure that you're sure? Are you sure that you're sure?
Just the other day with what I wanted.
Okay, caller, look, check this out.
Bodybuilder trained chick, 28 years old, and she had 2 kids, but the body was on point.
Okay.
I want. I see it. I go after it.
Okay, that's fine. But look.
Now, articulating is something altogether different. Okay.
All right, real quick, caller, real quick. Take women out of it. Take women out of the equation just for a moment. You have to design your life the way you want it to be. Okay, you are the sole controller of that. Okay, what a lot of guys do, they design their lives around women that they want, or the women they would like to pursue. Design your life how you want, independent of a woman. And then you find women that fit into that design. You don't recreate your design for the woman that you come into contact with. A lot of guys do that. And they do it a lot of times based on how attractive the woman is. The more attractive she is, the more they acquiesce, the more they placate, the more they get off their mark. Right. And the more you try and center everything around her, you fucking up. I'm not saying that's you, but I'm saying that don't be that guy.
Keep going.
Right, that's what it is. That's what it is. So I'm telling you, you can So you can get what you want, but just understand you gotta be specific and you gotta put in the work, and then you know what I'm saying. Shit is gonna pop off. You feel me?
I got you.
All right, bro, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Martha.
No problem.
Right.
Hey, Lucario, is it windy on your end?
You said it's a what?
Is it windy?
No, you good. You good. You good. You good. Hold on. You.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
Chilling. What's the deal?
So, I was just thinking about the whole idea of marriage, and because I've gotten to a certain point in my life where, I want to get married eventually, right? But you've already been going on about how the girl belongs to the game, right? Part of the game, right? And that you just gotta accept the fact that you're not gonna have it forever. So, what could I do to have a long lasting monogamous marriage if I ever wanted one?
You fucking up.
What do you mean? You're saying what can you do to? That's the wrong question.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Never asked that.
It's not about having a long last. Because what is long to you? What do you mean? What's a long lasting relationship?
The rest of my life.
Okay, well, it's not saying that can't happen. You understand what I mean? But understand that, for example, because you're white, let's say you married to whoever, your wife or whatever, right? I've been married for 2 years or whatever, and she loves you, everything is cool, right? Now let's say K Zaggin 20 is chilling at some bar and he meets your wife there one day, just randomly, right? Now, what you have to understand is that just because you and your wife are together, doesn't that your bond and your commitment to each other has nothing to do with nature. So if K Zaggin 20 comes up to your girl and says the right things and does the right things and feels her out and gets her feeling a certain way, she'll end up having sex with him. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we mean by your girl belongs to the game. Because what happens is that the same reason why she even got with you or was probably sexually attracted to you to even have sex with you is the same reason why she would probably have sex with another guy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's her sexual attraction doesn't turn off. It's just she makes a choice whether or not to fuck another dude. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this, caller. This is what I want you to understand, and I want all you guys to understand this. If you're gonna get into a relationship, it is a calculated risk. Okay. Let me also say this. I want you to understand that when you rent or lease, there's two things in common. It goes back to the person you leased or rented it from, which is the game. You can never own it. You know what I'm saying? You can never own a woman. You can never possess her. And it is 100% the woman's choice if she shares her vagina with another man, even if she is the woman that shares your last name. It's never your choice. You have just nothing you can do to prevent that. All you can do is say, all right, I'm going to get into this relationship. I understand that at any given moment, she can walk out with another guy, or she can stay with me and just sample other penises, but still be with me. You have to understand that that's a stark reality. You might not like it.
Right.
But it's the reality, bro.
I don't get what's the point of having a marriage.
Okay, so for example, the point of having a marriage, right, is, or even a girlfriend boyfriend relationship or whatever it is, the point of having any sort of long-term committed, significant type of relationship is mostly everything outside of sex. You understand? So, for example, I'll give you an example of my own life, right? You see this book right here that makes me that I make a living off of? My wife edited this whole book. I don't know how to write. I'll be writing run out sentences and spelling mistakes. My wife fucking edited this book and all my other books. So what I'm saying is that because I'm with her, I was able to make that happen with her, because I could have sent it off to editing place and all this other stuff. But the point is that I have someone in my corner that can help me with stuff like that, who actually has my back to do other things. So that's outside of sex. That has nothing to do with sex. You understand what I'm saying? Just like even before I did this live stream, I was fucking rushing to do some stuff. I was working out. I had to go mail out some books. I came back. My wife made me a fucking egg salad with some dope shit in it right before I came on the video. So I didn't have time to even make myself any food, but I needed to do the video, right? So the fact that she was there, you understand what I'm saying? And even after this, I'm going to my girlfriend's house who's making me dinner. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got time to make me no dinner. You see what I mean? So it's all this other stuff outside of sex that is the reason for the relationship. The problem is we put sex too much as on a pedestal. We make that the biggest fucking thing. Sex is just like any other activity. That's like me playing dominoes with my wife. And I say, well, how come, what's the point of getting into a relationship if she's going to go play dominoes with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous.
Mario, I'm going jogging right after this. It's kind of like sex, bro. It's just a physical act.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
A physical act. And let me say this. I said, the problem with a lot of guys, y'all use girlfriend, boyfriend relationships and marriages to lock down the pussy. Okay, stop. You're fucking up.
Right.
Because you can't lock it down, bro. You can't. Look, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of guys that want to settle down, that's their reasoning. Is I want to find a chick that I'm really, really feeling, and I want to take her away from the possibility of her being around any other men. So
right.
if I commit to her, or if I give her my last name, by virtue of that, she's mine. And bro, nothing could be further from the truth.
Right. You get it? You still there? I think he's in the middle. He's probably talking to his girl. She's like, what are you talking about? You know what's funny about this? Because when we say this type of shit, we tell these guys and stuff, you hear the sadness in their voice. It's like, damn, you know, but I'm like, yo, you should be happy to find this shit out. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we schooling y'all motherfuckers, man.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on with my G's, man?
What happened? Say it again.
I said prosperity and confusion and capital on my road dogs, man.
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Hey, man, real quick question, man. Can we talk real, man? Can I ask y'all some real questions?
Yeah, go ahead. That's how we want it.
Y'all can hear me good and everything?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, cool. Listen, man, my G, man, I just was thinking to myself, and I'm sitting here in my house, and I'm just contemplating on, success. I'm talking to my homies about success.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been listening to you for a long time. You and K Zaggy, man. Shout out to both of you. I want to tell everybody, keep messing with my dogs, man, because they're doing something in this game that's changing. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Right.
So buy all the products, everything. I got you. Listen, but it's real questions here, man. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what things had been different if I had instead of chasing women for so long? I'm now 33 years old. What things had been different in my life? I'm sitting here in my $10 million mansion out here in Beverly Hills. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, would I have changed my life tremendously? I'm making millions a month, but could I have made 20, 30, 40, 50 million per month if I had to change certain things? So is getting married or is it chasing women? Because as I look at the example of men that chase women, I see nothing of what I want to be. I say it's simply asinine to sit here and chase multiple bitches when you could get somebody that you could build with. But that's the whole question. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to y'all, the amount of time you spent dealing with different women?
All right, K Zaggy, you could go first.
Let me tell you a problem with most men. Dudes don't know how to multitask, man.
Right.
You can do both. You can build your empire and build your roster at the same goddamn time. Let me tell you what the problem is. A lot of guys, they meet chicks and they're worried about those chicks going elsewhere. So they turn all of their focus and energy to trying to keep that chick in pocket. Let the bitch go. You know what I'm saying? If you just say, look, all right, I'm going to deal with the chicks that want to be here and I'm going to do my thing. And then whatever chicks go, they go because they're replaceable. You know what I'm saying? For every 3 that leave, I can get 5. You know what I'm saying? If you start thinking like that, then you continue to keep your eye on the prize and stay focused on your purpose. Shout out Lucario and Miles. Stay on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. But you have dudes that get off centered or they get off their square because they're so worried about the chick leaving. That's all that shit is. Is dudes don't know how to focus and multitask.
Let me stop you there. Let me ask you a question. Okay, Zach.
Yeah.
Did that work out for you?
I could barely hear you, bro. Damn, I need them headphones down.
He said did it work out for you?
Did it work out for me? Yeah, bro. I love my life. Bro, I ain't got no complaints.
Well, see, it's not about love. I'm talking about because, of course, we all have different endeavors. I completely understand what you mean.
your endeavor might not be to be a billionaire in life. But what I'm saying is that you got 20-year-olds, you got 15-year-olds, you got 30-year-olds listening to what you're saying. And I completely understand, like I said, for everybody that's listening, continue to rock with my guys because they're doing something crazy in this game. It's meant for it. You got to be able to build a man. So that's what y'all doing, is build a man.
Well, let me say this. Bro, my dream was not to be a millionaire. Now, don't get me wrong. If someone gave me $1 million, I'm going to take the shit. But my dream wasn't to be a millionaire. My dream was to have financial stability, to be able to take care of myself, to be able to have money in my bank account, to be able to save money, to be able to just do the shit that I want to do. My dream ain't to own a yacht and own a private plane. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I have a comfortable lifestyle now. Now, could it get more comfortable? Yes. But I never allowed what I wanted to do within myself as far as the lifestyle that I wanted. I never let that collide with the women that I was dealing with. You can separate that shit. A lot of guys, they let those two worlds collide because you're too worried about the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to any women out there, that's just a word of my vocabulary.
And let me say this. What I find interesting is, we talk mainly about direct game in a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? And what I find funny is that there's a lot of guys who stay away from direct game, but direct game is the thing that saves you the most money. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I'll use myself for an example. Bro, I've slept with hundreds of women, I've dated thousands of women, and I'm making more money than I've ever done in my whole entire life. You understand what I'm saying? I've in my old 9-to-5 job, I'm making at least, I'd say, like, I don't know, 10 to 12 times more than I was making there every month. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm the person that I know personally who's dealing with and messing with multiple women on a consistent basis. But see, the difference is that I don't let women distract me. I let women help me. This is what I was talking about with the other caller. I said, look, any girl that you're dealing with, implement her into what the fuck you're doing. So in fact, dealing with chicks should make you actually more and more money. If you're saying, I want to be a billionaire, put them girls to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the problem is dudes just be worried about, again, fucking. And that's the problem, because y'all fuck the girls, but y'all don't utilize them in any other way. And then therefore you spend a lot of time fucking without investing in those chicks to invest back into your shit. You see? That's the problem.
That's some game right there. He should charge out for that. He should delete that part from his goddamn video. Because that's the problem with dudes. Like he said, y'all worry about just the sex. Women, if you know how to vet properly, you can decipher and distinguish the women that can actually be a benefit to you outside of the bedroom.
Right.
But niggas stay in the bedroom with their mindset. That's the problem.
Cole, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I couldn't hear y'all for a second. My bad. But nah, so I agree with you too. I completely understand what you guys are talking about. So you can do both. But let me ask you this now, for both of y'all, because I'm at a point in my life where I can say it's like, it's no longer really angel. I don't care no more. I've had it. I've been there. When you say you've had hundreds of women for Corio, I truly believe every day. I'm in the game. I understand. But see, for me, it's like, would I trade all the women I slept with in my lifespan? Like I said, I'm 33. I'm not as old as young guys. I probably haven't had experience as you guys. That's true. But see, the same time, it's like this for me. Would I trade all that to truly focus 100%? Because you cannot say, it's simply asinine to say that you focus every ounce of you on your purpose in life. Like I said, I don't know if y'all dealt with millions of dollars before. I own a multi-million. I cannot say truthfully that if I invest, I can invest every ounce of me into a woman. Not into a woman, into myself. And deal with things like 30. And I know that's what you push for. Like I said, you 5 years, 5-10 women a day. That's cool for some guys. But you also have to, direct game only gets you so far, because you still have to deal with these women. You still gotta talk to them. You still gotta fuck them at the end of the day. So it's also things that you have to invest. That time wasted. And for the 20-year-olds out here that's listening to this, matter of fact, I'll stop that. Name me a boss. Name me a true boss. I'll wait.
No, what's your definition of chasing women?
I say if you out here going to clubs specifically just to get laid, if you out here looking for bitches every day, trying to get your booty wet, I say that's chasing women, regardless or whatever it is.
Okay, so my question to you is, could you not do all the? Because what I want to ask you is this: what do you do? What's your thing you do?
I'm real estate on.
Okay, so now, what time do you usually get up in the morning?
8 o'clock.
What time do you go to sleep? Okay, so what I'm saying is that throughout the whole day, right? You only do real estate stuff.
I do also other multimedia.
Okay, so you're saying that you do real estate stuff, but other stuff also besides the real estate stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why do you do those other things?
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying the other stuff you're doing. Why do you do those other things?
That's just my businesses, and I got run businesses. That's what you mean.
Okay, so what I'm saying is you're running other businesses besides the real estate. Why are you not just focusing on the real estate?
Because I realized that it can make me more money.
Okay, so making more money is important to you, right? Okay, so that's the point. You're doing other things besides focusing on the real estate because those other things are important to you, correct? Right. So therefore, you're gonna have people who. Hold on, I'm just trying to explain to you. Hold on, let me explain the point. My point is, let me explain the point. My point is that people have other things besides making money and doing those type of things that are important to them, which is why they do other things. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just about focusing on this thing or that thing. It's about, hey, I like to do this, and I like to do that, and I like to do that. So I allocate my time to this, and that, and I structure my time so therefore I can give each thing enough time. You know what I'm saying? To make it happen. Right?
Caller.
But it's focusing because, like you said, focusing on my businesses is important.
Right.
But see,
is the caller still talking? Is he still talking? I can't hear him.
How important is the women on a daily basis?
So you said how important?
Let me ask you a question, Ricardo. Let me ask you a serious question. How empty do you feel?
You said how what?
Talking to all these, how empty do you feel by talking to and fucking all these women in your life?
You said how empty? Wait, you said how empty do I feel?
Really, dog? Really? Are you serious? Call.
I don't feel empty. I don't even understand that question. How do I feel? Why would I feel empty by fucking a bunch of girls?
Women are fun. Women are fucking hella fun, bro. Come on now.
He said women are fun, but what? My question is why?
I completely agree with you. I'm a lover of the pussy, bro. I completely agree with you.
Right.
But I say to you, I say this. You know, how important was that?
How important was what?
I could have been sitting here talking to all those women.
Wait, how important was what? I'm trying to. How important was what?
Fucking all those women. How important was it?
Very important.
Would you have better traded it for something better?
No, I wouldn't want to trade it for nothing because what this is what you're not understanding. See, you're trying to equate what you value onto what someone else should value. You understand what I'm saying? And people value different things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if you value making a lot of money, right? This is why you switch to focusing on other businesses just besides focusing on real estate, because you said to yourself, hey, what's important to me is making a whole bunch of money, becoming a millionaire. And hey, I want to do these other things that's going to get me or make shit, enjoyable to me. Now, you asked, do you feel empty? No, I don't. You might feel empty fucking a whole bunch of women because maybe you were trying to fuck women to fill a void. but I don't fuck women to fill a void. Like I'm good whether or not I'm fucking a girl or not. So a lot of times when a guy feels empty when he's fucking a lot of women is because he's trying to fill something or find happiness through fucking women. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let me add this, caller. Do you know who Warren Beatty is?
You said who?
Warren Beatty. Do you know who he is or was? He's dead now.
I don't.
Okay, he's a Hollywood actor, right? Legendary Hollywood actor. Do you know who Wilt Chamberlain is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Wilt Chamberlain, you know where I'm going with this, Lucario. Wilt Chamberlain has said to fuck 20,000 women. He was still a Hall of Fame basketball player. Did him fucking 20,000 chicks affect his performance on a basketball court? Did Warren Beatty, because he apparently fucked 10,000 women. So did that affect his ability to be a legendary actor?
What I'm saying is this, because I'm still good. At the end of the day, I'm still very wealthy. Let's get that understood. But I'm saying, could I have been better than what I am?
You looking at, bro? Wealth don't bring you happiness, bro. It's just bragging rights. You can say, I made it to the mountaintop and I achieved X, Y, Z. All it is when you concern yourself with your wealth, that's not an independent thing where you just, I got all this money. You want other people to see what you're doing. So you want validation from other people that you the shit in this arena. That's all that shit is. Because you can accumulate wealth. You can have a very, very financial stress-free lifestyle, but still not be happy because you're missing something. You feel me?
Okay.
So my question to you is, would you trade in all those other businesses? Would you stop doing that if you could, I don't know, focus more on your real estate or something? Like what? I don't understand. Like, because that's what I'm trying to understand.
Because you can't compare those two, because women in real estate and businesses is two separate options.
I know what it is.
No. But it's what I'm saying. You're doing because the point was you said, can't you focus on? Wouldn't you be better focused? Like you said, if you stop fucking with chicks, right? Wouldn't you be able to focus more on one thing, which is that passion or that purpose or goal, and make more money? So what I'm saying is, if you focused on your real estate, you said the main thing you did. If you focused on that, wouldn't you have made more money than focusing on all these other businesses? And my question to you again was, why you do all these other businesses? And you said, hey, that's something that I wanted to do to make more money. So this is what I'm saying. You enjoy making money, which is why you took focus off of real estate to focus on something else at a specific time. So what I'm saying is that you focusing on that other thing doesn't necessarily mean you wasted time, because that's what you wanted to do, right? This is what I'm saying.
He's compensating. I know what it is. I already know what it is now. I figured it out. He's compensating. Caller, let's have an honest conversation amongst men. Tell me the truth, bro. You feel like I could have made more money instead of wasting my time on these women because you haven't had the desired results with the women you wanted. Is that true?
No, that's not true. Not true at all.
So wait, so you feel like you wasted time with the women you were dealing with?
I say this, all through college, all through, like just me being 33 years old. From the time I was able to fuck, I've been fucking, bro. At the end of the day, I say it like this. And I'll answer both of y'all's questions at the same time. If real estate was benefiting my life and made me way more money, than all my other business, like I said, I do stocks, I do so many other things. If real estate was benefiting my life and so many other, better than all my businesses combined, I would completely stop it. I would completely stop all businesses that I have, and I would do real estate only. The reason I've done that is because it makes me way more money. Okay, exactly. Like I said, no, that was not the reason. That was not the reason I'm saying this. Because like I said, I've got to a point now to where I'm tired of pussy at this time. I fucked so many bitches, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Now I'm sitting here thinking in my thinking, I'm like, man, what if I had to focus that time into a woman like Lucario was saying, and build her mind and actually build myself, build her and build us together. We could have made way more money than what I'm doing right now by myself. Because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. You fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 women. And for some dudes like y'all got game. For some dudes, y'all might invest in them. They do whatever it is.
Okay.
Most guys, they not. They just fucking. And at the end of the day, what is that benefiting? What, just eating your dick, feeling good for a couple seconds, a quick dopamine burst?
Okay, caller.
That's exactly what I did.
Okay, let me respond to you. And I feel you, bro. Trust me, I feel you. When I was in my early 20s, right? Okay, I was fucking a lot. I would go out 4 or 5 nights a week. Maybe not 5, but 3 or 4 nights, really, a week. You know what I'm saying? Roughly between the ages of 20 to about 24, 25. I would go out 3 or 4 times every week, fucking hoes all the time. And I wasn't as focused and disciplined as I am now. So when I look back on my life, I look back on wasted time. I don't regret having the sex that I had. I regret not being disciplined enough to do both at the same time. Because all the experiences that I had, it contributed to who I am. It helped shape me, you know what I'm saying? For better or for worse, it helped shape me. So I think what you're saying is, damn, you look back at all the sex you had, and you probably feel like it was meaningless interactions with women who didn't mean nothing to you, and you figure that time could have been better spent making money. And don't look at it that way, because it all helps you, come to the clarity that you have now. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Right, and my dude Broderick in the chat, he said, you're basically saying sex isn't everything, but Lucario always says use women for more than just sex. That's what I've been saying since forever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying literally the same thing you're saying. You see what I mean? But I think what's happening is that because you probably just had a lot of sex and spend a lot of time having sex, you're thinking, damn, all that time I had having sex, I could have been doing other things to make more money, right? Which is cool. What I'm saying is that if that was the thought process, you should have used or utilized the women that you were dealing with to help you make money. And even from now on, if you're dealing with a woman, use that situation to help you make money. Because my question to you is this: so even though you've been fucking and doing a whole bunch of stuff like crazy, do you still actually date women? Do you still fuck? Do you still want to deal with women? Like, what's your stance on that? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, 100% I do. I think I've changed my goal for women. My goal isn't just to get the pussy no more. My goal is to find a good person that can have build my life, basically.
Right, and so
that's basically what I'm looking for.
Right, and so what I'm saying is, let's say you meet a woman, and what's going to happen is that's going to take you some time to get that type of woman. So now, let's say you do get that type of woman. Let's say by next year, but in the next 2 years, you find you a dope ass chick and y'all together or whatever. Is the 2 years it took to get to that point to be with her, would that be a waste of time?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay, so that's what we're saying. So this is what I'm saying. So that's the point of what we're trying to say. Because you're saying, hey, I want this from the chick. So basically what you had to do, the time you had to spend to get the thing you wanted to get from the chick, is it a waste of time? Because you got what you wanted, right?
Now you a little bit drifting, Lucario.
What happened?
You a little bit drifting. You a little bit drifting to the side a little bit. That wasn't the argument.
No. That is the argument. That is the argument. That's the whole argument right there. You feel what I'm saying?
The only thing I was saying is it worth it? Was it? Well, I guess you're saying the same.
That's what we're talking about. Because if you're saying, yo, unless you're a dude, I don't like fucking with women, period, and I have no sexual desire to be with women, and I don't want to fuck with women at all, you're always going to have a desire to deal with women. So because
every day,
you're going to have to take time out to deal with that situation. So regardless, unless you're just going to ignore it or you just have the desire, you're going to have to deal with that. So based off of what you said you wanted a dope chick that you can build with and do some other shit. In order to get that, guess what? You're going to have to take some time out to do that. And then when you do have that, if you look back on it, you just said that won't be a waste of time because it was worth what you got now. That's the point of the whole thing. So for some men, some of it could be sexual experience, meaning you may have a guy who's a virgin who he's like, yo, I haven't had sex ever, and I'm 23 years old, and I just want to have some sex and experience dating women and all this other stuff, right? And so he may become a fucking trillionaire. Who knows in 10 years? I guarantee you he's not going to be like, damn, well, you know, was me having sex a waste of time? No, because he wanted to have sex. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me add this, because he was talking about finding a person. In my humble opinion, it takes more time to cultivate a potential relationship because you're spending daytime and nighttime hours. Whereas if you're just having random sex with random women, a lot of times it's going to be at night after the work hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, what the fuck going on at 1 o'clock in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a business that's making you money while you sleep, what the fuck going on at 1 o'clock in the morning? So if you're going out at night, let's say after 10 o'clock and you're going out, okay, you're not really interrupting your cash flow by doing that.
Right. Get it?
You're right. I say this though, but you have to get her to have sex. So that's what I'm talking about. Fucking 30 minutes, 45 shit. Sometimes it's fine. But what I'm saying is, you know, you have to still go out there and get it. You have to still go out there and put in that work, as y'all both know. At the end of the day, to get that woman to sleep with you at that 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but how long does that take though? How long does that take? Not long.
Not long if you're doing it like 2 going up to, hey man, I'm trying to fuck, blah 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 blah. All right, cool.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's still time. You have to court these women, especially if
you don't have to court them. You don't got to court them. What are you talking about?
Court? Who? You said what? That nigga said court.
Not necessarily court, but you get what I'm saying. You still have to talk to these women at the end of the day.
What about what? About what? What do you got to talk to them about?
You can fuck them on the same night, bro.
You still have to go, and then if all women not going to be down for that, so you got to. It's a numbers game.
Okay, who cares?
So you still got to go and talk to 10, 15, 20.
But bro, that's the cost of doing business though, because again, that's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's the point. But that's what I'm saying. That's the point of the whole thing is that unless you're totally 100% not trying to fuck with women, if you're trying to fuck with women, it's going to take some time to do that. But again, if you know how to manage your time and you know how to utilize the situation, you can still, in your case, because you're talking about making a lot of money and getting shit popping, you can still implement that into your situation to make it go down. And not only that, you could actually make the shit go faster. Because if I have 4 girls I'm talking to and they're all down to help me work, right? That means I can do the shit 4 times the speed than I would do it by myself. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, he said he was in real estate.
Right.
And I know people in real estate, caller, and I know they go from door to door to door with their business card and flyers. You can have them chicks. You can put one in one neighborhood, put another one in another neighborhood. Exactly. And be like, I'm gonna need y'all to get out on foot, hit up all these houses, slide the business card in the door jamb. You know what I'm saying? And if they're really feeling you, they're gonna do that because look, this is what the caller has to understand, and other guys. Hold on, caller, and the other guys have to understand. When a woman wants to be a part of your situation, she gonna help out because she gonna feel like she's important to you. So she gonna do that shit.
Say it again.
Don't mix business with pleasure. I said bosses don't do that. Bosses don't mix business with pleasure.
Bro, you got it. Bro, you have to make this one. We're not talking about mixing business with pleasure. That's a totally different thing.
I have a female that I'm fucking and invest in her the mindset and have her go out and do the things that I'm doing.
No, what we're saying, no. What we're saying is you can merge your situation. That's what I'm saying. So mixing business with pleasure would be if I meet a girl who's fucking working at an event place. She's an event planner and she's planning an event for me and she's working for this other person, and then I fuck her. That's mixing business with pleasure. If I have a chick that's with me and I'm getting her to work with me, that's not mixing business with pleasure. That's me bringing her on my team to become part of the team in my business for that moment or forever how long. That's what I'm saying. So it's not you mixing business with pleasure. It's you're using because if you're saying, well, because this is what I'm saying, because you're saying, well, this is a waste of time fucking all these girls. Well, don't just fuck them. Use the situation for something else too.
Put them to work. Look, caller, real quick. Because you said earlier that you got tired of just having sex. That you got it was just sex. It was nothing else. but you are in sole control of it being something else. You can control whether or not it's just sex, assuming that the woman is up to par with you.
Right.
Like I said, you can put the chicks to work for you. You can be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to help me out, do this and do this. You will be surprised how excited a woman will be to be a part of your situation and feel like she's helping. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, for what you're trying to do, which is you said, I want a woman who is down for the cause, who's going to help build and all that other stuff. How do you expect to get that when you don't start the fucking shit in motion?
And that's building right there. that's the part of building. It's like if you start your own business, like I have a personal mechanic. His wife is his secretary. She answers all of his calls, fills all of his calls, and that's what she does. She helps bring more business to him because he can't answer his phone all day. Mm-hmm. He's out there fixing cars and shit. So he needs someone to take all the phone calls, set up all the appointments. That's what his wife does for him. She's a part of his situation. She adds value to his situation. Because if he was by himself, a single dude, and he was a mobile mechanic, and he had to fix cars and take calls, he could not have the clientele he has because he couldn't do it. You can't fix cars and take calls at the same goddamn time. So there's a benefit to having his wife do that for him.
You see what I'm saying? Wait. Right, and that's what I'm saying. He had to take, and the thing is, he had to be able to multitask to be able to first get with his wife when they were first dating and hooking up or whatever, to get her to the point to where she's going to give those calls and do those things for him. So that's something where, you know, based off of how you're looking at it, or based off of how you're coming at the game, that's when you're going to look at the thing as a waste of time or not. You feel what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying now is that now that you know, hey, I want to find a woman who you know, is going to build with me, right? You came to that conclusion by fucking a whole bunch of chicks that you thought was a waste of time fucking.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so you came to the conclusion from that.
Dropping gems.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the kids that's watching this now, the young people, the thing about it is, do they have to make the same mistakes that I have, or should they just be focused on the goal?
no, but that's what I'm saying. This is why I be telling guys to utilize the situation. That's why I don't tell dudes, hey, just fuck the girl. I've been saying, listen, when you get with a girl, hook up with her, wait 12 to 18 months before you make any chick your girlfriend. Why? Because you're vetting her to see if she's going to be the type of chick who's going to actually bring more to the table than just sex. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that works from all different angles. So it's not just having sex. Now, mind you, there's a 22-year-old kid or a 21-year-old dude who all he wants is sex, which is fine because that's where he's at. He's not thinking about fucking making millions or whatever because, one, he may not be that type of person because, you know, everybody's not interested in making millions of dollars. You understand what I'm saying?
He's a pawn.
What happened?
You said he's a pawn.
That he's a what?
He's a pawn.
A pawn?
A pawn. You're not a king.
No. That's the thing. You see, you're again, you're equating what you value to think everybody's going to value the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Some people think they want the thing. Like for example, people will say, if you tell everyone, hey, do you want $10 million? Everyone will be like, yeah, of course, give me the fucking $10 million. But then if you say, okay, well, you can have the $10 million, but this is what you got to do, 90% of the people's not going to do the shit it takes to make the $10 million. So that's what I'm saying. So they'll want that, but they're not necessarily there because they don't actually want to do the work. So you're going to have guys who don't want to do the work, period, to make that type of money because that's not in their desire. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what you desire isn't necessarily what everyone else desires. So what I'm saying is there could be a 21-year-old dude, a youngin, who his desire is to have sex with women and have a lot of sex with women because he just likes hooking up with chicks. And all he wants to do in his life is fucking be a mechanic like his dad. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, and let me say this. Being a king doesn't define your tax bracket. Being a king is, do you have control over your life? Are you doing what you want to do? Mm-hmm. Do you have the discipline to stay focused on your life? Okay, and when you invite people into your life, can you, especially women, you know what I'm saying? Can you get them to basically do what it is you require them to do if they wish to stay? Being a king is just ruling over your dominion. Whether you make 50,000, 100,000, or a millionaire, you could be a king regardless, bro.
No, you're right. No, 100%. I wasn't even saying it as on that aspect. I was talking about it on a totally different aspect. But no, I completely agree with you, K-Zach, what you just said. And that's factual. Discipline, consistency in a man's life is very important.
Yeah, facts.
Out there that's doing that don't have that, get that, because that's important.
Right.
Like I said, listening to both of these guys, because they made me learn something today. So at the end of the day, I want to say thank y'all for taking my call.
Oh, no problem, bro.
And I appreciate both of y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all do.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate the call, fam. All right.
Hey, bro. Hey, good luck, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we gotta wrap this up in a second.
All right.
About it. But it's funny because a lot of dudes, I always hear that argument where guys will be like, damn, well, don't waste time dealing with these women because you can make more money and get more of this and more of that. And usually, and I'm not saying with this caller, but usually it's more of like a coping excuse.
I agree. I was going to say that. You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say they're compensating.
Right. They use that as an excuse as to why they may be having situations or issues with their the dating life. Because again, like when I tell people, there's not one thing that's better or more important than the other. This goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video about like, we're all part of the whole, meaning that, even though I fucking work and I make money and I work hard, sometimes I like to chill and watch a fucking movie. I don't think that watching the movie was a waste of time because I wasn't making money. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's not all about just sitting there making money all day. You understand? Exactly. I may want to go to a restaurant, eat some food. I may want to have sex. I may want to, talk to my little sister on the phone for an hour. There's so much shit to life.
There's so many avenues of joy where you can get joy from in your life. And that means something to you. And like you say, it don't have to have a monetary value attached to it for you to get joy from it.
Right. Because Ross Goldberg, he said, some guys don't feel ready to date yet and feel the need to want to get other things in their life together before they focus or prioritize on dating and sex.
Bullshit. So you telling me, Ross, so you never get horny. Okay, you ain't sitting around at home and your dick just get hard out of the clear blue and you're like, damn, I wish I had a bitch to hop on this shit.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, every day of your life, you thinking about sex. Every day you think about some pussy. Every day.
And on top of
multiple times a day.
And on top of that, what dudes don't get is that it's a thing that needs to be worked on. Everything needs to be worked on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't get. Everything needs to be worked on at the same time. So saying that where I got to get my shit together and get my things in order and then fuck with chicks, right? And it's one thing. It's one thing if let's say if you homeless, that's one thing. Yeah, get your shit together so you could, what I'm saying, get some food and get a place. That's one thing. But when you be talking about that, they be talking about like, oh well, I'm only making 60,000 this year, so I got to make 100,000 before I can talk to a girl and shit. But what I'm saying is that everything matters. So what's going to happen is let's say for example, if you were at the gym and you're like, I'm just going to work on my bicep every day. Then once my bicep gets big, then I'll work on the rest of my body. Like really?
You can do both. Let me add this, man. Ross, and for anyone else that says that shit. Y'all do understand that men and women were put here to procreate. We were put here to have sex for the purpose of procreating. So there are natural biological inclinations that you have and urges that you have to go seek someone to procreate with.
Exactly.
You have those urges. Okay, that's why your dick get hard when the bitch ain't around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have those urges. So you can't say that you don't think about sex. You do. It's just maybe you don't have no one to have sex with. You know what I'm saying? And you say, God damn, I ain't got no one to have sex with. I'm going to go to the gym today. Get my mind off of my hard dick. Right. Damn, I ain't got no one to have sex with. I need to find a new line of business and make more money. That's what you're doing. You're compensating.
Exactly. It's like you're compensating for that aspect of your life not being fulfilled. I did a video years ago about that when I said when dudes be talking about, oh, you just gotta get money and do this and do that and ignore. It's like you can't ignore it because part of your fucking makeup. You can't ignore this shit. You see what I mean? And I'm just like, it's funny because again, dudes try to, and this is what annoys me is that what a dude will do is they'll try to act like that making the money is more important than sexual and dating and relationship situations.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like, well, this is more important, and so this is actually why a lot of people's dating and relationship lives suck, because they don't put as much importance on this as other things. You're like, oh well, dating, whatever. It'll just happen. I'll just wait around for my man to come. I'll wait around for this girl. I'll wait around for the choosing signals. All of that stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like, but in any other aspect of life, if you notice, you got to put in work. You want to get a tight body, you got to go to the gym, put in work.
Yep.
You want to make money, you got to go to school, go to work, and put in that work. You want to fucking look. If you want to cook a goddamn meal to eat, you got to put in work to cook the fucking food. If you want to fucking go somewhere, you want to go to fucking Spain, Africa, guess what? You got to pack your bags, go to the airport, get in the fucking plane, wait for a bunch of hours to get there. You got to put in work. But when it comes to dating, it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit on my ass and shit is just going to happen whenever the fuck I want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's so funny? Dudes give the least amount of effort to the thing they want the most, and that's women.
I know, it's like
that's women. That's the funny thing about it. They give the least amount of effort to the thing they want the most, and that's women. And y'all motherfuckers can't say that you don't want no women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Because you don't look. You can live well depending on where you live at. I live in Texas. You can live well on 50, 75, 100,000. You can live well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want more than that, fine. You got the ambition, the motivation, fine. But dudes like to say, well, I'm paying attention to all these women. I can be doing more. And it's like, but you can do more fucking with women too.
Exactly. Because like Ross said again, he said, I'm just saying that some guys are not ready to date because those guys may not be mentally or financially stable enough to prioritize dating. I thought you even said before, no, this is the thing.
No, I disagree.
Look, first of all, let's take the actual dating out of it, right? Meaning, most of y'all want sex, period. So let's cut the bullshit. So if you want to get sex, you don't need to be fucking financially set to get sex. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Now, two, if we talking about dating, guess what? A date could be a walk in the fucking park. $0. You understand what I'm saying?
Feeding the ducks. Toss some bread from them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Take some bread up from your house and feed the ducks with the girl. You understand? Anything could be a date. So you don't have to be, but see, again, like I said, a lot of times dudes, the reason why they feel that way is because they don't feel comfortable and confident within themselves unless they feel they're at the financial state they need to be.
That's the real reason they want the money. They figure if I get the money, I get the bitches.
Right. Right.
The bitches will come.
Right.
Woo! They just come out of nowhere all of a sudden. They come knocking at your door. There's a whole line of bitches around the corner. Hey, we heard you just got paid. Nigga, what's up?
Right. Nah, real talk. So guys, that's pretty much it, man. I gotta get up out of here. Yo, I appreciate everybody that was tuning in. Yo, K Zaggin, I appreciate you, coming through again. Real fucking talk. Guys, remember to go to badboymembership.com to check out the Bad Boy membership. Also, let me shout out somebody else just sent a donation. Shout out to my dude Chrislin for the donation. I appreciate all the donation, guys. You can hit that donate button to donate to the show. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be back probably on Sunday night. I might do another joint, like another Sunday late night. So if you awake, K-Zag, and I'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do that.
It'll probably be like Sunday late night, like probably like fucking like midnight or some shit or whatever.
All right, no shit. I'm awake.
Well, I'll hit you up. I'll hit up Steve the Dean too.
Yeah. Put him on that. That shit was fire. Yeah, do that shit.
Cracking. So make sure you guys subscribe to K-Zaggin 20 channel. And yeah, man, we out of here, people. All right. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Later.
Peace.
All right.